So what has changed for me as a result of working with Isabel on the therapy side of things? There's been quite a lot, to be honest. I had quite a backlog of information / areas that I really wanted to work through, and Isabel was really supportive throughout that whole process that allowed for me to see results in probably areas that I didn't even think were possible. I'm much more calm, much more at peace, and less worried, less overwhelmed, I would say, are the key kind of results of the support and help that Isabel has provided me with. Yeah, it's been exceptional. How the problem was improved as a result of working with Isabel was that it became a very minuscule problem. Prior to the sessions, it felt like a massive cloud, overarching, follow me around, that I just couldn't get away from each day. And throughout working in the sessions with Isabel, that cloud disappeared, the sun came out, and it was no longer having any impact on me on a day-to-day basis. What it was about Isabel and her approach within the sessions was probably the calming aspect of Isabel's nature. She makes every, in your mind, a huge problem seem so small, but not in a way that belittles you, but in a way that actually helps you see that it's not as bad as it seems. And that calming nature, but also that trusting nature, I feel like was something that was incredibly important in order for me to really, open up my whole life to someone. She was someone that I got incredibly trusting vibes, energy, whatever you'd like to call it, from, and that made it super easy to open up, super easy to talk through the things that were really bothering me, and I didn't ever feel like I could not bring something to Isabel. I always felt like I could talk about anything and everything. What has been my biggest takeaway from the sessions with Isabel is probably having my eyes opened to the fact that majority of problems that I face are not as big as they seem, and that I can handle any of those problems and I can move through them at brute force and carry on with my life without feeling like I have something that is burdening me and stopping me from moving forward. I think that Isabel's really opened my eyes to that, and as a result of it, my mindset and level of mental fortitude that has been developed as a result has been nothing short of spectacular. What was different about Isabel to other therapists was kind of three components. One for me, well, two that were absolutely non-negotiable, was that I wanted a therapist that was genuine, and also one that was trustworthy. For me, they're two huge values that I will not negotiate on, and I feel like Isabel possessed both of those with very strong intent. And the last thing for me was age. I wanted a therapist that was relatively close to my age, maybe because I wanted them to kind of understand the problems that I was going through, or at least experience them somewhat recently. And yeah, for me, that was a kind of non-negotiable when I was looking for my first therapist, and Isabel absolutely ticked all three of those boxes and has helped me so much as a result. If Isabel was sitting right in front of me just now, what would I say? I would say a humongous thank you. I don't know what my life would really look like just now if I hadn't went through therapy over a year ago and consistently went as a result. I don't think that I would have got to where I am within business, and I don't think that my relationships would have evolved in the way in which they have at the moment. Isabel played a massive part in that, and as a result, all I can do is thank her, showcase immense levels of appreciation. I wouldn't be sitting here today if I didn't have those levels of appreciation for her, and yeah, thank you so much.